Ladies and gents, it's that time again. Champions Arena Season 1 Day 7 is here. I'm Goof, your host, and tonight's games will be casted by Supersonic and Theoman TV. Action Pack doesn't even begin to describe today's games. They'll have you on the edge of your seat, so stick around and watch the full video. Before we start, I'd like to give a thanks to our sponsors, World's Best Gaming and Aporia Customs. Grab some gamer supplements and a sweet Champions Arena hoodie or t-shirt while supplies last. Remember to subscribe to Champions Arena YouTube and to give them a follow on Twitter. Without further ado, let's begin with Game 1.
Yeah, time of day change coming in here, so we're going to be getting into this cast here in just a moment of Game 1 for the day. Should be able to see these players split out in just a moment here. And they are out and on the move. So we've got a very centralized spawn here. We talk about the spawns a lot having an effect coming in with this most recent patch. What is your guess? Where's the circle going?
I cannot tell right now.
I feel like this is going to be a pre-patch type of safe zone. We're going to get 1/4 of PV in a random direction.
Exactly. There's a lot of people over Spence Hills right now. People are now floating, out to the edges and stuff like that. But from the spawn, this might be a PV ending.
Animated won Game 3 on Thursday, correct?
Yes. Animated was Animated was one of the winners last Saturday.
Last Saturday?
I believe so, yeah.
Either way, he won one of these, so we're going to hop on board with him and see how he gets the start here at the beginning of the match. So 69 players here to start the match. -1 team as usual. Still can't figure out why that's there. Elite Dan going to go down early to Zinxie's Magnum, though. Shoddy, double AR, helmet, backpack, the works here for Animated in this first building.
That's a nice opening spawn for him. Plenty of loot.
A third AR that he hasn't seen yet. He's going to miss it.
This is just a frantic opening loot, so... But, I mean, he got plenty of stuff. That's a really nice start.
Yeah, he should be just fine to take a fight if one comes to him. Let's go ahead and head up here. Roldan appears to be checking something out. Roughly right about here. Yeah, a couple players in the area. We got Mixie, Duncan Official, St. Charlie.
Reigns goes down to 803's AR. Early game for Reigns. Like a lot of these players are in Northern PV, but a lot of them are spread out as well. They're gonna have plenty of time to loot up before they actually run into any fights, it looks like. River and Makes right here. Shots coming out. Makes is in a lot of trouble, about 10% health and bleeding. Needs to get a bandage off right away, or this is gonna be an early game. River with a nice peek. Makes no, still bleeding, still really low on health. Ducks into this house, gets into the garage, but the garage is open, so hiding behind the door. Is this going to be safe enough, or is River going to find him? Right around the corner, there's River. Open door. Open doors. Nice hiding spot. Makes FPS getting to heal up. It's safe for now, but River is still hunting.
Yeah, River's going to be able to figure out where he's out here pretty quick. As soon as Makes moves his feet at all, he's going to give himself away.
I don't think Makes is going to move at all, though. Just going to sit there and heal up and let River disappear, and that's exactly what River's doing. Makes gets away with about 1% health there. That was lucky. Shots happening really close by, and Duncan Official goes down to Harry Frogbat.
Looks like another player dropped here as well, so 2 players down. It looks like Harry Frogbat may have netted himself 2 kills. Don't really see a bag for this person. Saw their body. And another missing bag. Bodies are desync from the bags. That's weird. Heston 911 here, though. Direction Harry Frogbat decides to go. I think Heston's going to be heading north. So this safe zone is going to be the bottom half of PV. Down into Cranberry, all the way to Vession's Peak, and all the way down to Sides, who's hanging out down here at the south side of the map at the... what do we want to call this? The truck stop or the barricade there. So a long ways to go for some of these guys up along the north side. Sice, What the Flex, Waller, Eclipser, Lenara. All these players have got a long way to travel. This gas does move faster, as we've said before. So these guys are going to have to start moving here relatively soon. You want to be moving like as the gas releases because it does move quicker. If you're in a slower vehicle, it will catch you.
If you don't have a vehicle at all, you better find one if you're out there on the edges, or you're going to be in a little bit of trouble moving in.
River and Makes might run back into each other here.
Round 2. Ooh, here comes shots coming out from, looks like Mixie was taking some shots. Days official goes down to Shady. Mixie back out front. Running with the gun put away, so he seems to be confident that he's all right.
Hanks has come up with a car, and he is out. Driving around in that pickup that can now just smash fences. It takes 0 damage from destructible surfaces, so you'll see a lot of people using them to break through fences and get on top of players. Tack Dillon taking off to the north there. And River and Shady might run into each other here now.
Both looting right next door to each other, and I think they're both going to continue going in that same general direction.
Yeah, Shady appears to be trying to head east. River has been looting coming west, so see if these two link up.
River pretty well looted, but doesn't have
And
any
here he
armor on
comes.
right now. And this fight's going to happen. River with the opener. Close range shotgun blast coming out. And we seem to have lost them.
We got stuck in the ceiling there, but River actually going to lose that fight. Goes down to the shotgun. Didn't have a shotty to return the shots. Ended up having to try and close range AR, and as we've said, the shotgun up close, when it connects, it is brutal. It will drop players in this patch.
Especially if you're not wearing armor. And he didn't even have a makeshift on, so that's easy one pump. GG. See you next time. Few players still looting out in Cranberry.
Let's see if our leaders in this game. Amdez either died or did not make it into the match today. So what we were talking about, there is the possibility that Tomdez gets closed on today
One
a
of these
little bit.
players. I mean, we know Gesmer's in this fight, so he could potentially, if he wins this match with, you know, let's say 5 to 10 kills, he can, you know, close the distance on Tom Dez pretty well.
Hanson's out
Animated
as
and
well.
avoiding getting in a fight over there.
Hanson's out as well. Let's check Wesmer real quick, see how he's doing on loot. He appears to have an area 2 himself, from what it looked like on the map.
And he has a cop car. Cop car 2-hit Lammy. He's going for endgame right now.
Shotgun, AR, yeah, he's definitely kitted up. We should be seeing him in the end game if he doesn't unfortunately get ripped out of a vehicle. Promethean gonna go down there to Dano. Go ahead and see if we can find some action here.
I like the idea right now that Gesmer can close the distance on Tom Dez. This is his opportunity right now. Let's see what he does with it.
Yeah, it's definitely an opportunity that being handed to him right now. We'll see if he can capitalize on that.
Tack Dillon takes down Future with a shotgun. Another shotgun blast. It's happening. The shotgun is here this game. A lot of players still out way far in the north. I'm hoping some of them have vehicles or they're going to be in for a long run.
Everybody's super spread out currently. I don't think we're going to see any.
We know that
Contact right
Gesmer
now.
has a police car. Avoiding looks like he has a car as well. Harry Frogbat didn't have a car earlier, but I think he's far enough away that maybe he acquired one at some point. Shady Win on the move. Has a makeshift, has the shotgun out just in case somebody's, you know, waiting or looting in the exact same building as he is. Playing it safe, gonna...
Actually setting up a trap there by opening that back door, giving somebody the thought that it's already been looted. They might run through it, not really thinking anything of it because he's not moving. Get an easy one pump. The normal pathway coming in is going to be to come in, hang a left, and walk right through. And that'll give him an easy shot if somebody comes through there. And Eclipser actually in a fight there. Let's see if we can get to him real quick. Somebody's really low. We may not get there in time. We'll see.
Eclipser full health riding around the Jeep. See Waller off in the distance. I'm not sure if we missed something or not, but Eclipser is on his way out, it seems like. Him and Waller running parallel to each other. And I think Eclipser sees him, and he is moving in on Waller pretty heavily right now. I don't know if he wants a fight or if he just decided to change directions and head towards PV.
No fights going on. And map broke again. Two players right on top of each other. Let's see. Transparent TV. Hop on board with him real quick. Randomly just saw the chat. Apparently, Tom Des died first.
Wow.
He spawned late by 5 seconds and got dropped. So he
Oh,
was in
that
the
is
game.
painful. Exactly one of the things we're talking about. Those shotgun blasts coming out right in front of this truck, and they are right on top of each other, spinning around. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. Hipfire AR comes out on top. Transpare TV has barely any health left, but he takes out League Brothers in that close range battle. And Decon smells blood, but doesn't know where it's coming from. Decides to fall back after he saw the smoke grenade. Zeb going down early as well. 50 players remain.
Yeah, barely gets out of that. Ends up winning that fight with the AR versus the shotgun, which typically we've seen that go the other direction.
It looked like he started with the shotgun and then switched to the hipfire AR. He might not have been fully loaded on the shotgun. And whew,
Yeah, he did. He caught him when he hopped into the car once, and then he immediately hopped out. Tack Dillon going to go down to Dano. Dano there with a second or third kill of the game. Mixie looks like he's heading straight towards Shady. That's still a pretty big gap there.
there's been a lot of just players dancing around each other while looting PV without much happening engagement-wise. Everyone's been so close, and then they just luckily changed direction and live to fight another day. Hit registration, what the flex, cease, react, FV Fury, all in the gas. Gonna have to move in at some point because that gas is gonna keep going faster and faster. Lenara finally getting into Pleasant Valley from the north.
Nobody in fights, man. Looks like Dano might get into a fight with Waller over there. See if we can hop on board with him.
Waller has a police car. Kagi gets taken out by Nalan's AR. Both players have cars. They were just playing driving buddies. No shots.
Allen and Rexos.
Nalan just got a kill, so Rexos might have smelled blood after hearing the shots. Something might happen here. Rexos just playing the elevation. Nalan has some ridges of his own to play with. A little bit of damage, but he's opening. Lots of shots ripping out into that police car. And Rexos decides he doesn't want the fight. He is falling back, living to fight another day. Cease falls to their death.
Must have been hurt, maybe on top of a roof.
Be interesting to find out what happened to Cease there. Seeing a lot of vehicles right now. I think if this doesn't end in the middle of Spence Hills, this might be the classic Car 1 Z1 finish.
Car 1 Z2. I don't remember Car 1 Z1 being a huge thing on Z1. I don't remember cars making that far into the late game.
It all started with
a
it all
Z2 issue, right?
It all started with the nerf of the Magnum.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know, the Magnum's a weird one for me because it definitely in fives became that go-to weapon where people were choosing to use a Magnum over an AR, and people were using it as a sniper basically. They definitely need a car killer weapon back in the game though. They need to do something, maybe alter the way the AR or another gun deals damage to vehicles. But vehicles definitely need to get eliminated a bit quicker. They're lasting too long. Within solos, anyways. I don't think they're as big of an issue in fives as they are in solos.
In fives, they're used a little bit more as like scouting as well. So I think it's a different
Ralston,
use between solos and fives.
Hydra is looked like he was bleeding a little bit. Looks like he has been tagged once. Trosa ahead in this fight, trying to find feet. Not sure where that explosive came from. Who threw that one? Definitely way short. Switch sides here, and just gets eaten. Hydra with the AK, landing about 4 for 6 there, and just dropping Troz. Another vehicle coming in, Traced actually, rolling in, and Hydra's going to step up immediately to start taking the fight to him. Throws a couple rounds, unable to get a connection. Neither player's hit yet.
I love how somebody opens on Trace, and he just hops out of his car immediately and starts returning fire. He's now trying to get a little bit better position than what he had. These two exchanging shots, just back and forth. Shots through the window. Trace gets his armor broken off. He's hit a little bit, but not too bad. He can still stay in the fight. These two just trading shots. This is wonderful to watch. Helmet gets pulled off a Hydra, but
Hydra finds that sweet spot again on the AK. Every now and then, if you can get the AK, you can counteract its recoil just a little bit, and if it does the bounce where it kind of goes up into the left, up into the right, up into the left, you can pull it dead center and just absolutely laser beam somebody. And he's caught it twice in a row there. He's going for those short bursts, not really getting them to connect, and then right towards the end, he gets 3 or 4 bullets to just connect simultaneously and just eats people.
it's definitely a skill that not everyone has. That was, I mean, we just saw it twice in a row. That is some very, very skillful use of the AK right there.
I think the AK is more useful than people give it credit. I think it still needs a little bit of tweaking to make it kind of fall in line and be as usable as the AR. But you can obviously see that the AK has its place.
Flipster and Transpare right next to each other. A lot of players getting pushed in now by the gas.
Hoppybot Loves You just landed himself a kill a second ago. He's down to about 60% with a player rolling up towards him. We'll see if this guy's going to spot him or not. And he does. He ends up getting killed right as we get here. So Mixie going to take out Hoppybot and collect loot for 2 kills.
Cleanup duty.
It's the best place to be in solos. It feels really bad for everybody else, but it's definitely where you want to position yourself.
You get that rush of getting a kill, and then all of a sudden you got 4 bullets in your back and you're dead.
Yeah, immediate high, highest of highs to lowest of lows in a split second.
Remix hopping out of his Jeep and taking a look, decides to hop back in and reposition. Bombs going off in the distance. Zach gets a kill on 803 with a little bit of help from Heston.
Let's hop on board with Heston and see if maybe we're going to see the follow-up fight here between these two.
Heston in the truck getting a little bit of position on Zach, and here it is. Shots ringing out.
Shots from behind right now.
Zach is getting flanked. Zach could actually be in a little bit of trouble right now, but he continues to open on Heston.
Actually okay. Chow there was firing at the back of Heston.
That's why Heston got into the truck and started reposition. Heston hit inside the truck, down to about 50% health, hiding behind this tree. Flashbang comes out.
Short. That one's a dead-on hit. We'll see if Zach's able to get this. Another one that's possibly
Heston
hit.
trying to fire with the shotgun, but he's completely blind. Zach rotates around and gets hit. Down to about 10% health, missing a helmet, but gets the kill on Heston.
Yeah, Zach almost getting dropped there. Ends up getting eaten by Chow. Chow's going to come in. Highest of highs to lowest of lows there.
And Chow was watching that fight the whole time. He was the one that was on the flank on Heston. So
yeah, it was initially the flank on Heston. Then Heston came around. Zach was going to get pinched, but Chow decided to just watch it happen. And you've got Rexos coming in now, heading this direction, it looked like. He's actually stopped early, though. Heston trying to heal. Looks like he may have been hit up by Guesmer, who's our 2nd or 3rd place player. And definitely in 2nd at this point. And Rexos finally spots him. Quick kill onto Chow. Easy 2-tap.
just a brutal 2-tap. I think Chow might have been looting at the time. All these
yeah.
bags that are here. I mean,
Yeah, Chow was trying to loot it against the edge of the tree there. Got caught. So we are down to 32 players remaining. And this circle is starting to close in quite a bit here. GW Shoes and Rottenberg pretty close to each other. We'll see where this next circle's going. Let's hang out here for a minute and watch.
Rottenberg, Thursday's shotgun hero. He was going off. I wonder if he still has that confidence going into today's matches. Oh, and this is right in the middle of Spence Hills. This is going to be crazy elevation. Cars will be difficult to navigate through this terrain. So maybe we're not going to see the Car 1Z2 that we were predicting earlier. Players might even decide to abandon their cars once they start getting up into those mountains. Rexos completely looted up from the 3 body bags from earlier. He's going to play around on the edge of the gas because he does have his cop car. He's going to make it last as long as it possibly can while that gas closes in the middle of Spence Hills. Off in the distance, Waller, who was really low on health, gets taken out by Ninja JJ.
All right, sorry guys, I was having to respond to there really quick, and we're gonna hop back on board and get some fights. Spank just won himself a fight against. It's not gonna show us, but Spank just got himself a kill. And Lenara and Nalin, we've got a good chance of finding a fight there. Let's go ahead and hop on board with Lenara.
Lenara currently 4th place in CA, trying to improve their position.
On here running around, where'd Lenara go? Lenara actually back behind here. It looks like Nalin's actually just going to go back and get into his vehicle. Oop, wrong button.
Whole lot of shots ringing out on the other side of this mountain. Decon's about to get flanked really hard, and Nalin with a 2-tap comes right from behind. Lenara taking shots right now towards Eclipser's direction as well, and Nalin can smell it heading in that direction. Is he going to get a flank on Lenara as well? Another easy 2-tap. He wants it. Decides to fall back a little bit, and Lenara watching all of the angles. Nalin also trying to see if Lenara peeks right over that ridge. Could get another slick 2-tap. Lenara's got really excellent positioning right now, hiding in that little valley. Has cover from every side. More shots ringing out around the battlefield. Eclipser hiding behind a rock.
Yeah, getting poked at right now by Buffalo. Just sending a couple shots down. Just eating up the car, and is going to continue doing so. Definitely want to end car 1Z1 as soon as you can. So just eating up cars is a good strategy. Eclipser going to hop out to heal behind the tree. That vehicle's probably low enough that it's not worth getting in. And Transparent, F American, and St. Charlie all go down there to different players respectively. And
this gas is getting smaller, and there's a lot of players left.
Harry Frogbat should be in a fight with the other person here. Eclipser now lands a kill onto Saval. Harry Frogbat and another player did assist each other. Where is the other one? It might actually be Gwesmer. We've got another fight breaking out over here on the ridge line.
These mountains are playing a huge role right now. Lenara taking shots on Gwesmer's police car. GW Shoes goes down to hit registration with a little help from Eclipser. Lenara back on the top of this mountain, firing again on Gwesmer. Era Spank goes down to Rottenberg's AR, and I think Lenara is about to get flanked really hard from the other side of this mountain. If we can get a little vision, Lenara now facing the other side of the mountain, so maybe there wasn't somebody there. Fury hiding in the smoke. What the flex on the other side of the mountain, and smoke as well. Smoke playing a huge role right now, even though there's cover for days for every player.
Side's getting lit up right now by Timber the Skilled. And Timber just gets eaten from the side by Noble Fury. 2-tapped out quick, and Sides now still trying to get healed up. Hypnotize going to go down to Buffalo, and we've got fights down below here. Shotgun's out. Gwesmer extremely low. Player behind him as well. Gonna smoke nade himself off. Get a little bit of cover. Hit registration just blind firing a shotgun in to see if he can get the finish. Not gonna be able to hit him, and Gwesmer's gonna live here while Rivez goes down to the gas.
If hit registration only knew how low Gwesmer was right there, that was incredible. Rottenberg very low out here on the other side as well. Rexos taking shots on Shady Wind. Shady Wind behind the tree, still at full health. Colton goes down to Nalin. So many shots ringing out over here.
Eclipser goes out. Yeah, Eclipser goes down to hit registration in the shotgun battle between Rexos and Shady Wind. Wind gonna win that one. Or WWN. Shady wins that one. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. There's no vowels. It's confusing.
Gwesmer goes down in 13th place. So played really well. Got some points there. We'll have to see how much it affects his standing between him and Tom Dez. Mixies throws down a smoke grenade right now, facing up against Smexy, who throws a frag grenade right into Mixie's smoke. Let's see if it lands. No, wrong side of the tree. A second one comes out, and that might be right on top of Mixie. Is he going to live through this? Just barely 10 health remaining for Mixie, still hiding in this smoke. smoke, and Smexy has no idea, doesn't know they landed that grenade. Mixie has a med kit rolling, throws down another smoke grenade, might be able to make it out of this alive. Lenara, 4th place player in CA, goes down in 12th place. 11 players remaining. Remix 2-tap now taking shots on Rottenberg's car. Rottenberg is going to get away, though.
Yeah, Rottenberg going to get away. A couple cars left in the fight. Lenara loses that ridge, which was really playing well for her. And really, there's only one high ridge left currently in the safe zone. We'll see if it's going to be in the next one. Buffalo, no. This is actually going to be just outside the safe zone here. Harry Frogbat throwing some bullets down into Buffalo. Sides goes down to Noble Fury, and we're down to our top 9 currently. Another fight coming out. Smexy gets eaten between Remix, Can't 2-tap, and Mixie. Mixie now pushing up the hill, getting tagged down to 1 shot. Barely gets over the hill. Shady then gets taken out from the side, and the gas is going to take him out as well. So we're down to the top 6. Harry Frogbat versus Remix Can't 2-tap here. Car explosion does 0 damage to Remix, and Harry Frogbat now on the push has him down to about 60% health.
And Remix has Peeker's advantage with the shotgun out, takes down Harry Frogbat with 50% health remaining, getting rained down though by hit registration from the top, who's gonna have to push out of the gas though. Drops down into a prone position, now just raining down bullets on everybody at the bottom of this mountain. Buffalo rotating around. What the flex, very low on health, gets taken down by Noble Fury. Noble Fury at about 50%. We got 4 players remaining.
4 players remaining, and currently I'm going to give this to hit registration just due to that it stopped right on the edge here, and he can lay here and just wait for these other players to take each other out. They're extremely spread out. The next fight that we're going to probably see is between Fury and Buffalo. Hit registration going to be able to just throw bullets down in and make this fight not fun for either one of these guys.
Fury with a massive flank on Buffalo. Buffalo starts shooting uphill, and Noble Fury shoots Buffalo right in the back, takes him down. Final 3. Remix Can't 2-tap. Noble Fury and hit registration.
Car rolls on hit reg. He's just going to let it roll out into the gas. Fury versus Remix now. Neither player hit yet. Fury goes down to 75, and Remix on the push with the shotgun, takes the helmet off of Fury, gets the finish, down to about 60 health, loses his makeshift or his 2-hit, not sure which one he had on, and it's going to be Remix versus hit registration here for the final 2 of game 1.
And hit registration is pushing the angle, takes him down with just 2 shots. Can't 2-tap? No, he just did. GG. Remix or hit registration is our winner.
Yo, congrats, hit registration. GG, man. So hit reg taking down game 1. Not as many shotgun kills as we've been seeing. It started off with the shotgun getting a lot of kills there at the start, but towards the end it pretty much turned into all AR here. So this is another one of those hill endings that we weren't getting a ton of, and these typically work out. As you can see, this zone, it is 100% an AR fight area. So
Hit registration with a firm no to Remix Can't 2-tap by 2-tapping him and taking the win in game 1. These new endings are bringing about a lot of interesting playstyles, a good move on Davik's part to make the gas more dynamic. Gives us more interesting gameplay and gunfights. Speaking of gunfights, let's watch some more in game 2.
Yeah, so we're going in, time of day change came, so we're definitely going to see this match kick off here momentarily. Just waiting for the spawn, and we'll see if we can guess where that safe zone is going to be. It's shifted slightly north, so I'm going to guess that it's going to be somewhere north.
Harris Ridge, Harris Bluffs. If we get a far top left corner up to the northwest of Harris Bluffs, that would be insane.
That's just 100% mountain. That's all that entire corner is.
There's also a big concentration down near Spence Hills again, so this one's a crapshoot for me. I honestly can't guess, but I'm really hoping for northwest of Harris Bluffs. We'll see what happens. This is game 2. Everybody dropping in now. Zinxie, all alone down here in PV, has a lot of areas to loot. Ninja JJ still in the air trying to get to PV. Zach looks like he has a police car. Shoes got himself a Jeep. Ninja finally dropping in right behind Shoes, who didn't stop for anything. I don't think he has any loot other than that Jeep.
Looks like he's going to... who was it that we saw do this? Zeb last week take off? No, he actually does decide to hop out and loot up there. I think it was Zeb that grabbed that car and just drove to Narnia.
Which, I mean, is a legit strat. If there's a car directly under you, you can land there first, grab that car, and then if there's a million other people trying to get to the same car, just bail.
Yeah, let's go ahead and hop on board with Wines real quick here.
Looked like River was down to 26% health.
Wines, and there was somebody else on the map here close to him.
Wines was a winner on Thursday, wasn't he?
19 health on Tintos.
River healing up as well
He's
from the
still
60%.
bleeding, so let's go ahead and hop on Tintos. He's actually bleeding pretty quickly here. We'll see if he's actually in combat still. He is. So Tintos versus 803. 803 knows that he has him extremely low. Loses his helmet. Almost gets 2-tap from the hip fire from Tintos. But ends up pulling it out with the shotgun there. And really just not happy with him. So goes ahead and puts another one in there for good measure.
That was almost a trade nightmare. That was so close to a trade. Just one more bullet and he would have bled out. That close range AK spray can sometimes be just as powerful as a shotgun, especially when you pull a helmet on the first tap.
First safe zone is going to be all of PV. We're going to have most of Ranchito into the safe zone, and it's going to cut off right at the edge of Harris Bluffs over there. So the majority of the players are already in this circle. Nobody's going to have a really far distance. It's not crossed the halfway mark at any point. Everybody should be able to make this safe zone no problem, even on foot. Crumb could walk this and be fine.
Crumb does have an unfortunate walk ahead of him, though, if he doesn't have a car. I always hate
Gotta
going...
have a car. There's so many down there.
It's true, it's true. I just hate the walk up through Cranberry and Spence Hills.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it either.
It's Lord of the Rings.
7 here, gonna get a kill onto Rottenberg with an explosive barrel, I believe.
Oh, yeah, that was an explosive barrel kill. Very unfortunate for Rottenberg. Anytime you're fighting around those explosive barrels, you really have to watch your positioning because somebody will take advantage. And now Kagi showing up right behind, opening a couple of shots on FJ. And returning fire, has a Jeep to hide behind. And Kagi actually takes a shot to the body, has to heal up right now at about 80%. Pops a bandage.
007 ahead in this fight right now. Foot is visible if Kagi decides to take the shots. He can definitely see the feet underneath the truck there. And gonna take a couple shots. He is firing just a slightly high there. Pulled down too low, caught the body, took the makeshift off for 007.
This shot's still ringing out. Both of these players just trying to hit. I think they're both aiming for headshots at this point and just missing.
They really don't have a whole lot to aim at, and that's exactly what it is. They're going for the headshots, and they're just not getting the connections.
007 again, taking shots on the Kagi. Kagi is now pushed up to behind the rock. Peek shooting, gets a hit, pulls off the helmet of 007.
Layla helmet. Definitely a lot easier to tell when things like that happen. Another one gone. That animation, I think they finally got it to a good spot where it's not super intrusive. I definitely like that in the caster being able to see that they lost an armor or a helmet.
I know early on those animation, it used to be just a massive blinding explosion where you could, it was like blocking 2 taps. It was so intrusive.
Yeah, it looked like something went wrong with the game. It was so intrusive.
This fight continues. Both players just peek shooting. If they get shot, they just fall back into cover and heal up. Kagi.
It's gonna go forever. You're just drawing attention here at this point too. This fight's going on so long that if somebody else comes by, you're gonna get pinched. One of you is gonna get pinched out in this.
This is also a battle of attrition for resources. Both players losing their helmets. How many helmets can they possibly have?
I carry, typically, in a public type match, I carry about 3. One of my had 2 extras. In this scenario, I'm usually carrying 3 extras. 007's got to be just about out of helmets, though. Like, he may be out already. He is out at this point. So, he's gone through 3 helmets. Kagi now on the push here. Shotgun house gets tagged twice, 3 times, down to 1 shot, and gets finished off by 007 with the shotgun there. Kagi looked like he was completely lost where he was. The smoke nade threw him, and he thought that 007 had moved. 007 threw the smoke nade and never moved off of the cover station. So he's looking for him somewhere else and just didn't find him.
I think he just got frustrated too with the resource battle. It might have been his last helmet as well, so he figured, all right, it's time to just shotgun rush. I'm gonna try to get as much loot as I can off of this guy, and it backfired.
Zeb down to Mixie's shotgun there. Yeah, it ends up being a waste. At that point, the fight's taking so long, you're drawing attention to yourself, and you're just giving away all of your resources that you've just gotten. You're putting yourself in a really bad situation to go into the late game. Both players are down to maybe one helmet, so I mean, 007's going to win the fight, but he's going to walk away with one helmet and have to go find more.
But he does have 3 cars, so, I mean...
Very useful to always have 3 cars. I can definitely drive all 3 of those, no problem. Rexo's possibly in a fight here with What the Flex. Let's see if we can get over there in time. That fight was probably 3 minutes long.
It was, and here comes a push. What the Flex hiding inside this cabin, and Rexo's just circling with the truck. Puts it in reverse. He's going to hide it maybe over here by these canoes. No.
He's just trying to bait at the moment. He's wanting What the Flex to step up and take some shots so he can hop.
He's just circling this cabin, and What the Flex is fully healed up, has the smoke grenade in there, and he is just waiting. I mean, What the Flex is ready for battle, but I don't think it's a battle they necessarily want. There's 57 players remaining, and he's decked out. I don't think he wants to fight. He's just going to wait this out. Yeah, it's all going to depend on Rexos at this point.
This is much earlier than he wants this fight to go down, and it doesn't... Either Rexos is going to come in, or this fight's just not going to happen. And
here it is.
Here it goes.
Shotguns ring out, and What the Flex takes down Rexos. Rexos got bold. He really, really wanted that kill. But What the Flex played patient, just waited, and had the advantage, because right when that door opened, he knew that it was time to shoot. Got the pre-fire and immediately took him down.
I mean, you're inside, you're already set up, you know which side he's coming from, you can hear him coming in, you're preset on the door. All the advantage goes to the person inside. Rexo should have driven away. There was no reason to take that fight. No need to. Maybe it was a low on
it could have been a resources thing, but at the same time, he had a truck. He could have gone wherever he wanted. There's plenty of loot on the outside. That was just confident aggression, and it backfired on him.
Hanson and Zach definitely within range to hear each other's footsteps here. Timber the Skiller going to get taken out by Heston 911. And Hoppybot rolling up on the back. But he loves you.
Hoppybot does love you, and he is getting shots into his Jeep right now, and I don't think he wants any of that. Falling back behind the trees and over the ridgeline. He's probably going to bail on this strip. Meanwhile, Hanson still very close to Zach. If these two keep looting the same direction as each other, that fight is going to happen.
GW Shoes and Juan attends. GW Shoes.
High Man down to 3% health over there, too. He's in a lot of trouble. I don't know if he's going to fall or not, but we'll have to watch the kill feed for that. Shoes and Juan trading AR shots. Both of them hiding behind their Jeeps. Looks like both have 2-hit Lammies on as well, but there it is. Shoes loses his helmet and his Lammy. Puts a second helmet on, but there are a lot of shots coming into his Jeep, and his Jeep is smoking now. He's in a little bit of trouble. If shots keep ringing into that Jeep, it's going to blow up right on top of him. He's going to lose his cover, and there it is. It's on fire. Shoes peaks. He's down to 50% health, and he has to relocate down to the truck over here. Still taking shots on Juan. Juan blows up a barrel. Doesn't do any damage to Shoes, though. Shoes has now pulled off the helmet of Juan, and Juan is in a lot of trouble. He's down to about 1 shot. 20% health, healing behind that Jeep, and a grenade comes out. Balls back to the outside, and Shoes blows up the Jeep. Juan is in a lot of trouble, hiding behind the tree now, but he doesn't have an angle. Shoes throwing another grenade, and this one might land just short. Pushing now. He knows that Juan's in trouble. He knows that Juan is really low. Shotgun blast comes out, pulls off the armor of Shoes, but close range. Shoes wins the battle against Juan. GG. 51 players remain.
Yeah, shotgun comes into play there again. Juan not quite able to play the peak shots. Gets the first connection, not able to connect the second one. He played the tree right, just missed that second follow-up shot onto Shoes. Both players, though, again, a long fight. Both players went to eliminate the vehicles of each other, and now Shoes is going to be stuck on foot here, but they've also both given up a ton of resources, so not really netting anything probably beyond ammo, maybe some scraps to make a makeshift or two.
That's true. Two tap Lammies disappeared in that fight.
Yeah, and a couple helmets for each side, so.
2 Jeeps. I mean, that is a lot of resources for one fight. But he does get the kill. Shoes gets to live to fight another day. No
A ton of players out here in the open here. What?
I'm assuming all of them have cars right now. Pie Man has healed up. He was at 3% health earlier. But he somehow survived. Remix can't two-tap, taking shots on Mixie's Jeep right now. And Mixie...
He's actually shooting at Heston here. And Mixie going to try and step up with the shot to the back. Remix down to one shot. Firing onto the car. Can't get the fourth shot to connect, but he is going to be in chase here. And we're going to hop on board.
Remix is in a lot of trouble. Mixie knows it too. He got all of those shots in, and the chase has ended. I think Remix got at least a bandage off.
Either got a bandage or a Proco off there. And Remix now is gaining health. I think it was a Proco into a heal now, and he's actually gaining back health at this point. Remix going to barely get away unless Mixie can close the gap.
He's still in a lot of trouble, down to about 15 to 20% health, although it is going up. Luckily for him, Mixie's having a little bit of trouble in the driving department, but he is right on top of Two Tap's vehicle. Two Tap is now out of his car, ripping shots on the Mixie's Jeep, and he is back up to about 60% health. So Two Tap survives, but barely. Mixie still trying to be aggressive, but there's nothing there. Two Tap is almost healed up to full. That fight is over.
Hit Reg and What the Flex possible encounter down here. Looks like What the Flex is heading away from him, though. Nope, he is coming down. So let's go ahead and see if we can catch that fight.
Flex has a nice little area where he can play with the bridge and play with all the ridge lines there. Hit registration is looking. Hit registration is looking. I think he sees him, but What the Flex is just sitting here playing this bridge and might push up into the cab, and Hit registration does not take any shots, decides to just rotate around, and What the Flex is in his vehicle as well. So I don't think there's going to be a fight here. They're both rotating out. Gesmer still alive.
Mixie and Zach possibly. Mixie typically somebody that if we hop on board with him and he's near somebody, he usually takes the fights. Mixie's pretty aggressive. And Rufzarin down here firing on to someone, not sure who. Mixie throwing some shots there.
Gesmer goes down in 44th place.
That hurts. That hurts. We got Tom still in here.
Tom Dez still alive.
So Tom going to be able to net back some of those points that he lost from going down early last game. GW Shoes going to go down to a shotgun from SPKB to the head. And I'm sure that probably went down up north still. Yeah, and he's completely alone. Eclipse F in America. Looks like they're separating from each other. Voiding and Heston, though. Heston now throwing some shots.
Right on top of each other, and they are shooting.
Yeah, it looks like he may have been throwing some shots in towards avoiding.
Can't two-tap also in the distance. Close enough to be involved in this fight. Hasn't taken any shots, so just using the ridge line. Gets away in his police car.
Big K looking pretty low on health there.
Doesn't have any threats, though, so whoever knocked down that health decided not to chase, or maybe they didn't have a vehicle, but League Brothers is kind of dancing with the idea of being in range of Big K, but Big K hops out, decides to play the aggressor, and chases away League Brothers, who is a player, from what I've seen, is fine with avoiding a fight until the late game. A lot of vehicles right now, and this circle keeps getting smaller and smaller, and a lot of Pleasant Valley being involved as well. It looks like most of the players are kind of wandering towards PV. I think they kind of want to shack up somewhere. Mixie taking a lot of shots.
So F in America ends up winning that fight with Harry Frogbat before we can get there. Takes him out. Dead body teleports. Not sure where it was going. Head back over and catch the end of that other fight.
A lot of players still spread out here. All of them playing safe. OG3 player just kind of hip firing. He's trying to bait right now. OG3 player wants a battle. This is a pretty aggressive player, and he's done this before. Well, he'll just sit somewhere. He'll just fire off some bullets and hope it attracts another aggressive player. He's got a 2-hit Lammy on, so he's ready for a fight. He wants some kills, and he wants somebody to try to pressure him, and it doesn't look like he's going to get the fight that he wants.
Not a bad little spot to hold, though. You're going to have the opportunity to play this little ridge line. You've got some trees around you, some rocks to back up to, something to hide your car behind.
It's a great spot to bait somebody.
Yeah, decent little spot to try and pull a fight, especially if you can pull them from the side where they can't see the vehicle.
Eclipser goes down early. 41st place for Eclipser there. Taken out by F in America.
Ridge Station, Chow, H1, and Sides all going at it over there. Let's go ahead and hop on board with Sides real quick.
Oh yeah, and this fight is happening. Sides busting his way through the fences, but I think Chow is able to escape. Sides playing really aggressive though. He wants some. He's also got a 2-hit Lammy on. Here's the car starting. I think Chow's going to be able to escape in his vehicle.
What the Flex taking some shots onto Reeves there, and Reeves just making a run for it.
Legend and Zinxie.
Zinxie down to about 73 as we hop on board with him, and that's not it.
Here he is right there.
Zinxie on the push, actually, pushing onto Crumb.
I don't think he knows Crumb is in there. I think Zinxie is lit and trying to get to a safe place to heal right now. And Crumb just happens to be in the bathroom across the street. Just taking a shower, I guess.
Crumb's very much a slow play, more methodical player than he is somebody that's looking to take engagements for no reason. He's almost always just going to play for the late game.
I mean, he heard that vehicle and he didn't even move. He's just stoic, standing there like a rock. If somebody happens to come into my house, hey, I'll take you down. But otherwise, I'm not going out of my way. OG3 player looking for a fight again, and he's going to get one right here. A lot of shots ringing out on his car. And Wicked Youth was the one that was taking them. Also has active FPS on the backside, taking some shots at them as well. Multiple players now taking shots on active FPS. And active still has full health. Sides taken out. Crumb still hiding in the bathroom, hasn't moved yet, and that gas is about to push right on top of him. So he's gonna have to leave the bathroom at some point. There are plenty of bathrooms in PV, although I think most of them are occupied at this point. Looking at the map, there's a lot of players playing PV residential, and it looks like they're all just kind of chilling out in houses. Lenara and Civil are next door neighbors at this point.
Yeah, Crumb will probably slow walk it in with the gas. He probably intended to get into the gas there.
Bubba lit right now inside his house.
He actually hasn't even turned yet.
He hasn't moved. Crumb may as well be AFK right now.
He might be. He might have had to run to do something, just rolled those dice.
Bubba
Game to him.
Bubba's still healing up inside his house. He's healed up to full. Reeves gets taken out by Colton's hunting rifle. We did not see a hunting rifle at all last Thursday, so I am excited to see one in this battle.
Yeah, it takes him out from inside the window.
Wow.
Reeves actually stopped outside. I'm not sure what he was doing. He may have just been looking around and gets popped through the window. Colton going to be able to pick up a vehicle here for himself.
What
Quite
a cool
excited to
shot.
debate that. Saval. He was taking shots at Subsers, and Lenara is just playing the inside of this.
Saval and Lenara were next door neighbors. I think Lenara decided to move out, though. Crumb chokes on toxic gas.
Crumb,
he was AFK.
100% AFK. Down goes Crumb. Never mind. Crumb, not the smart, slow player that I was.
Not the one that we
editing
thought he
for.
was, no.
No, absolutely not.
He was in the bathroom. Literally. OG3 player still driving around in his cop car. League Brothers has one as well. Both in the same area. League Brothers probably content to continue driving around in circles in this field. OG3 player and Transpair right on top of each other. And you know OG3 player is going to take this fight. And there it is. Ripping shots into Transpair TV's police car. Tom Dez coming around the corner. I don't think OG3 saw him, or he probably would have ripped shots into Tom Dez's Jeep as well. Repositioning now. Shots coming off in the distance onto Tom Dez. Tom Dez actually gets lit by Active. He's driving away, but Active is on the chase. Tom might be in a little bit of trouble here, considering he's in a Jeep and we have Active in a police car. Tom hops. Active hops, and he is wide open. Tom Dez got hit with a hunting rifle from behind from Cease. Just one shot in the
Yikes.
face.
Tomdes goes down in 35th, and now the push from Cease onto Active, knowing that Active was hit a couple times. Looking for the shotgun, finally gets it on the overhead shot. Active FPS is going to go down, and Cease going to be able to get some gas, maybe get some healing done. I probably would have stayed behind that rock. There's really nobody else out there. Gas is pushing, though. He just wants to get a heal off and get out. He's not even going to really be able to loot up off these kills.
So after not seeing it, we have seen it twice now on Colton and on Cease. There are 2 hunting rifles in play, and Colton right now is in a world of trouble. Hansen and Supers right there in a shotgun battle around this camper. Hansen's doing jump shots through the window, takes down Supers. Hansen now hiding in the camper, and there are shots ringing out around him. It looks like Colton has avoided this situation. Zinxie goes down to Mixie. Mixie shot Zinxie coming out of the gas. Really nice awareness that there was someone flanking. Takes him down.
Got Cease and hit registration here. Cease, as we know, has that hunting rifle that he's already shown he knows how to use. But he is going to disengage here. Heston now throwing shots into What the Flex. OGH3 now going to come in and get involved. Chow going to find himself a kill on a Transparent TV with an assist from Hypnotize.
OG3
Heston
player.
shots all around him.
OG3
Vehicles, sorry.
playing aggressive. I love it. Zach and Makes. Looks like they're almost in the same building. Zach inside. Makes is... Oh, there we go.
I was about to say, if this door is closed on this side, we're going to have a problem.
We were about to have a problem. No, we're good. It was wide open. He's actually got a really nice hiding spot. As long as someone doesn't know that he's in there. Lenara taken out by What the Flex's shotgun with a little help from Ledzen. Ledzen pulled off the makeshift. OG3 player chasing down Civil, who is on the ATV. Takes a couple of shots. Civil is lit at least once. Chow H1 Hypnotized, both getting taken out. Shots happening between Ruff and 803, and 803 was wide out in the middle of the field. Wicked Youth Ruff Sarn takes him down. OG3 now in a battle with Tros.
Bad nade hits the tree, bounces back on himself, ends up taking some damage from it.
More shotgun blasts happening in the distance. There it is. They were both inside.
Akes goes down to Hansen. Zinxie's still over there in the... No, that's the one outside, so Zach's still inside. 2 players go down there for the shotguns. Shady gonna drop to Mixie. Hit registration gonna land himself a kill on the remix. And OGH3 is gonna disengage from this fight with Tros. Unlike him.
Avoiding taken down. Hit registration very low on health. And Heston also very low on health. They are right next to each other. Mixie gets taken down by SPKB's shotgun. A lot of shotgun kills happening right now. And hit registration's in a lot of trouble. He repositions, but he gets a grenade kill right on top of Heston. Heston goes down. Ninja JJ chokes on gas. We have 14 players remaining. Ledzen very low on health, and he gets pulled out of his car by Ice and C.
We are down to 13 remaining here on game 2. Ruff now taking some shots onto OGH3, who's still over there, kind of in a weird spot between Ruff and Tros. OGH3 needs to recognize he has to take that fight with Tros. He needs to smoke off a couple times. That's the fight he needs to take. You want to take the one against Ruff out in the open.
Exactly. He'll get flanked. That's exactly what'll happen if he tries to take the long range instead of getting the guy that's right in front of him. A lot of shots happening over in this direction with League Brothers, who probably just want to chill out in this smoke. Shots also happening on the backside here between OGH3 and Tros. Tros down to 50%, and OGH3 is doing the right thing. Flashbang comes out, and he's pushing that rock hard. He has a makeshift on. He has his shotgun out, and he can see Tros peeking that rock. Tros still a little bit low, but a vehicle is coming in. It doesn't get the flank on OGH3, and here comes a push from Tros. And a headshot with a shotgun. OGH3 gets taken down.
OGH3 going to go down there. Right before we came to them, Ruff playing that open field actually put himself in a bit of an odd spot, too. I actually didn't like that play at all. Taking the shots and blowing up that other vehicle forced somebody out to where there was a chance for a pinch play. Hansen has been making use of that position inside and claimed himself 3 kills so far. And Tros now spraying shots into What the Flex vehicle, just trying to take it out. And Ruff going to hop and not shoot at Tros. He actually takes shots at What the Flex's car instead.
And a gas grenade comes down now right close to Zach's position. And it is hitting Zach. Zach can heal through it, though. What the Flex nearby. And Hansen is still hiding in that container, getting a lot of kills. Ice and C goes down to League Brothers shotgun. Hit Registration takes down Colton. Hit Registration back in the final 10. Colton with his hunting rifle goes down. SPKB taking a lot of shots over towards Rough Sarin's position. Cease goes down to What the Flex, and I think all of the hunting rifles are now out of play. Grenade comes out right on top of Ruff's car. No, it fell a little bit short. What the Flex goes down to Tros's AR.
That one should be good on the vehicle. Car's on fire. Could blow it up. Ends up getting taken out, though. Sarin ends up taking him, and the trade goes down. Actually, Tros gets him from behind.
Hansen with another kill takes down Zach with the shotgun in the same general area as he has been this entire game. Hansen moves out of his shipping container and takes Zach's position inside the gas station. League Brothers.
Final four here, yeah. League Brothers coming down towards Hansen, and Hit Registration out here in the open still with Tros. So we got 3 players there. Hit Registration again with a great positioning here. He has the opportunity to push towards the end here. So these 3 players fight it out, and we're just gonna go ahead and hop on board over here.
All 3 of them are right on top of each other. Hansen very low on health, about to get pushed by Tros. Here comes. Tros knows exactly where Hansen is, and Hansen's taking the peak shotgun blast. Tros firing right back at him. If Tros has a grenade, it's all over. Tros just peak shotgun, peak shotgun, peak shotgun. He's now trying to get on top of the shipping container to fire at League Brothers. Hit Registration is in position right now to win 2 Champions Arena games in a row. A gas grenade comes out right on top of Tros, and it hits him. Hit Registration is the one that's just launching these grenades. He's got the ridgeline to play with. As long as he doesn't play too aggressively, he takes off Tros' helmet.
I actually don't like that he's giving away his position here. I would have liked to see him come up, maybe play the side of the tree and never throw a nade. Tros now knows that somebody's throwing from that side. Direct impact Molly hit him square in the chest with it. Now on fire, it's going to be a little hard for him to shoot. He's running around towards Hansen, comes inside. Hansen mops him up, almost dies again. Goes down to about 5% health.
And Hansen is so low, but he has been defending the shipping container so well. This is incredible. League Brothers has healed up completely. He is just hiding in this bush on the other side. Hit Registration rains out a flashbang. That's not going to hit anyone. Stun grenade again. Not going to hit anyone. League Brothers now rotating around because he has to. About to be pushed into Hansen's position. Hansen knows he's there. Throws down a smoke grenade. Decides to push out, but League Brothers has his backside. If he's able to push in there, I don't know if he can see through the smoke. Hansen now but able to heal up. Hit Registration still in the best position, raining down those stun grenades, although they are not landing on anyone. I don't think he has any more grenades, and Hit Registration has the best position. Puts down a smoke grenade, so hopefully he can have something to hide in once the other players have to push out. And League Brothers hops into a police car. I don't know what that's going to do with such little space.
He's just trying to play. He was trying to see if Hansen would pull out when he hopped in the car to try and shoot him so they could shoot him in the passenger seat.
Grenades coming in. Hansen takes down League Brothers, and now we have a 1v1 with Hansen and Hit Registration.
Hansen, Hit Registration here. Hansen thinks he's the other direction. He's going to run out and give a couple 3 shots to Hit Registration. Gets the first hit, gets a second, and ends up cleaning him up. Hit Registration taking down 2 games in a row here on Saturday. Game 1 and Game 2 both going to Hit Reg.
GG, Hit Registration. That is incredible.
Hit Registration also taking down Game 2 today. Great positioning in both games and some sharp shooting, allowing Hit Registration to win 2 in a row today. This gives me high hopes of their one day being a Triple Crown winner in Champions Arena. Someone to win all 3 games in a row and completely dominate the competition. For that to happen, though, they'd have to win Game 3. Did Hit Registration pull it off? Let's see. Game 3 coming right at you.
Put these like fake ramps everywhere where they want you to jump.
Every semi-ramp is a trap. Not a single one of those is legit. Whoever's doing that level design is 100% troll status.
Oh, it's such a troll.
We've got 100% centered spawn again.
A lot of concentration to the south, maybe southwest of PV. I don't know. I don't think that we're going to get the finish that...
I think we're going to get a Spence Hills finish again.
We might, which was very interesting, to be honest. I mean, anything having to do with the mountains at the end of the game is exciting to me. So here we go. There's Tim. I haven't seen him yet today. Tim is falling in around a lot of people, and Tim gets himself the police car off of avoiding. Ironic Scopes now running out. He's got an AR and takes down Smexy with the 1 tap. Active FPS also going down to Bubba J's shotgun. Players going down very early already. A lot of these players spread out quickly. Tim has booked it. He did the thing where there was a car right underneath him. He grabbed it, and he bailed.
And we're gonna see another fight here as Speed. Oh my God! The single magnum shot from Zach hits the barrel. Spidamiro is gonna go down. Is that Speed Miro? Did he just spell his name? Or Speed Mito? I think he just redid his name. I'm pretty sure that's Speed Mito from Brazil. But he's going to go down to an early barrel explosion. Trost going to take out Kagi with the shotgun. Ironic Scopes now coming in, avoiding, actually already in here bottom floor with Ironic up top. And we'll see at which point these are going to run into each other. We should definitely see one unless Avoiding chooses to leave. Crumb lands himself a headshot kill onto Buffalo with the Magnum.
That's 2 Magnum kills that we've seen already, which is insane. And they saw each other. Ironic Scopes definitely had
I'm not sure
vision.
that he did.
Avoiding with the close range shotgun, and he goes down to Ironic Scope's hipfire AR. Something you don't see too often, but they just might have been so close on top of each other that the shotgun just did not work out for avoiding.
So, Ironic Scopes actually just random thing that went through my head, and I believe the Rooster Teeth convention's going on right now in Texas. There was a thing that they did last year. It was a for fun event, and he ended up playing in that, and I believe he actually won that event for his. He actually played in a Rooster Teeth event last year.
Here we go. We actually have a northeast of Pleasant Valley finish.
Ledson and Reeves, we should be able to see a fight there here pretty quickly. Guys, I'm just fixing something really quickly. And should be good. So Ledson here, just hanging out. Looks like him and Reeves aren't going to see each other. Reeves not too far, though. We'll see which direction Reeves is looting before we bail out.
Both players. Oh, it looks like Ledson has himself a Jeep. Reeves hears the Jeep, so starts pushing in that general direction. But no action. Actually, Ledson got out of the Jeep to finish looting this warehouse, and Reeves is pushing very aggressively. You want a car this early. Reeves knows there's a car in this general direction, so he's pushing hard. Ledson has no idea and is just jumping around without really a sense of purpose right now. Reeves has...
They've locked eyes.
There it is. Ledson sees him. This is going to be a battle that's happening. Ledson tries to get an angle, and he had no idea! Ledson taking down. He just got laser beamed by Reeves. That was incredible. Ledson tried to get to his Jeep, and he just got deleted.
Absolutely deleted from the game there. Just 4 rapid succession shots landed there. Twin Galaxies Live actually in here playing. That's going to be our boy Neostorm landing himself a shotgun kill.
There he is up there in Ranchito.
He needs to get out of there, man. Hit Reg is in the area.
Hit Reg, of course, the winner of Game 1 and Game 2 today. So we're keeping a close eye on him to see what he's going to do right here in Game 3. He's gotten out of the very early stage of the match, so got a chance. Shady win right now, taking shots on the Makes. Makes returning fire. Shady trying to rotate around to get a better angle, and Makes is down to about 30% health right now. He's in a lot of trouble. Shady has to know, but he instead is falling back. He has a two-tap Lammy and everything, but he is completely running away from this fight. Did his hit markers not go off? Makes is down to 30%, and Shady Win has fallen completely out of this fight.
I think he just doesn't want to walk into a shotgun. I think he's just trying to actually play it off and be able to get to a safer spot and play for the late game and get a wide flank. He does not want a close range encounter whatsoever. He was close enough though that I feel like he could have closed that gap and kept him from getting to a safe zone just by pushing up onto the top. Probably could have caught those last 2 shots. A little too passive for my liking.
Very
and Choppa
passive.
now coming up on Makes.
Choppa has the rock. Knows that maybe doesn't know that Makes is sitting in that barn. He's giving him the angle. Makes, there it is, peeks out of the door. Shots on the Choppa. Choppa gets a nice hiding spot, and he has an idea now where Makes is. Makes peeks again. Choppa has been hit once. Takes his helmet off. Choppa's in a lot of trouble. Falls all the way back to his... He's going further than the house. He's over the wall now and healing back up, putting a helmet on, but Makes is playing aggressive. He knows that he did a lot of damage to Choppa here. Makes thinks he's in the house though, so Choppa takes off the helmet of Makes, and shotgun blasts come out. Choppa takes down Makes. Makes just got way too aggressive. Thought the Choppa went inside. Choppa with a brilliant job not going into the house and falling back to beyond the wall. Smart play. Completely had the jump on him.
We're going to hop on board with Bubba J here, who looks like he's going to be in a fight with Crispy here really soon if he's not already. 19 meters, so about 11 meters between these two.
Soupsers taking down Tack Dylan with a shotgun elsewhere.
Both of them just hanging out, heard each other's footsteps. Both players now trying to not move so they can hear the other one.
Crispy
We've hit an awkward standoff.
Crispy moving a little bit, but Bubba just stoic, staring at that door. Crispy gets bored and decides to move on. Let's see if he's going to run into Bubba or if he's going to run away from him.
Yeah, I'm a little committed to this one right now. I don't want to leave this fight yet. I want to see how this one goes down.
Both players playing really safe, and here it is. Crispy's making his move.
Still missing by one building.
It's next door.
Can't find my 2 key. Found it. We're going to lock the camera towards Bubba's direction and just see where Crispy goes. He is going to come into the next building. We're going to stay with this. This fight is going to happen. Here it comes.
Just into the next.
Bubba opens the door, comes out, starts spraying the shots, gets the AK. Looks like he just ended up hip firing into the body. No helmet tap. Took the helmet and then finished it off with the body. And Bubba going to win that fight as Crispy walks into him.
I mean, Crispy knew that there was someone around, but wasn't really sure, so it was just kind of...
You heard just a footstep, and you don't know if it's the weird reverb, and you heard yourself against the wall. You're just not 100% certain. And Rexos there going to find a kill on a Zinxie, and OGH3 is going to drop his head.
Wow, OGH3 going down early.
He's definitely a player that is either going to get a ton of kills or he's going to go down early. He likes to engage. He likes getting into fights. And this safe zone, again, is actually going to pull almost... pretty similar to the previous one, a little bit more Ranchito-sided than the previous circle, but chance that maybe we see the exact same end zone here.
It's definitely in play. I wonder if Heston's going to make his way over to his shipping container again.
Yeah, you might as well just hang out there for the whole day. Rack up your kill points. On the players up there. We're going to hop on board with GW Shoes and see if we get a fight out of these three that are about to collide on this road up here.
Crumb is on the very northern area of the map right now, about to be in the gas again.
Hopefully it doesn't go AFK. With the flex firing onto GW Shoes here. Shots coming out from Krukaz in the back. And What the Flex going to be in a weird spot here. A lot of little things that take cover. A lot of angles you can hide yourself from, though. He's going to get tagged twice there. Helmet still on. Looks like it was 2 body shots. GW Shoes is tagged once as well, but he's looking to try and find a shot onto What the Flex. We'll see if Krukaz, Krukaz is trying to cut an angle as well. And this is going to be really rough for What the Flex now. With these 2 angles at the 90 degree, it's going to make it hard for him to get to somewhere that he's not seen from both angles. He finds a spot, though, all the way back on the outside. And Krukaz now going to start firing back into GW Shoes, and the fight is turned into these two, and What the Flex just completely out of it.
What the Flex with a great rotation there. He's still getting shot on by Krukaz a little bit, and Shoes still wants an angle, but and Krukaz is now rotating out. Might get the flank on What the Flex. I thought What the Flex had put himself out of trouble there, but with Krukaz being mobile with the police car, What the Flex is back in the danger zone, pinched by Shoes and Krukaz. Shoes just peeking from that tree. Krukaz now moving in closer. I don't think he's going to rush in completely. He just wants to try to get an angle on What the Flex just to keep this pinch going. At this point, I think Krukaz and Shoes have a little unspoken alliance. Hey, we need to take down the guy in the middle, and then we can battle it out. Krukaz now at a really decent angle on What the Flex if What the Flex decides to try to rotate out. What the Flex is bouncing back and forth, and What the Flex chucked a grenade over the shipping container right on top of Krukaz's cop car and destroyed him. Krukaz had no idea. Shoes now rotating the police car around and chucking grenades on top of What the Flex. That was a really extraordinarily impressive play. Krukaz goes down with everything. He had it all, and he just rotated way too close to What the Flex, who was a very smart player. Shoes now pushing in close. What the Flex ripping shots on the Shoes' Jeep. This has now become a peak battle between Shoes and What the Flex. And the gas is now rolling in as well. So I'm not going to be surprised here if Shoes gets in his Jeep, drives away, leaves What the Flex.
Yeah, 100% just going to abandon him there, knowing that he has no vehicle to get out of the gas with, and he's going to have to walk out after blowing up the other car. He is going to decide to go ahead and go loot that kill that he got, though, with that beautiful nade placement. See if he finds it. Finds the bag, and he's going to be able to loot up a little bit here.
That was one of the best nades I've ever seen.
It was right at that max range. The grenade, I don't even think really touched the ground. I think it just basically landed right above the car and just blew it up. So definitely a well-placed nade, knowing your distances.
Especially in the position he was in, getting flanked by, he was pinched between two players. He had to do something. What does he do? Pull out just a brilliant grenade kill. Just blows up the car and the player at the same time.
F America wanted to fight there, but realizes that the guy's in the cop car and he's not going to be able to chase, but he has stopped to heal. Kempe is actually down at about 50. If F America knew that, I'm pretty sure he would be pushing this right now, but Kempe going to be able to get healed all the way up.
Civil ripping AK shots on F America, and the Jeep is on fire. All of the AK shots coming in from Civil. Civil now falls all the way back into the gas station. F America is now pinched between Kemp and Civil. Takes a new Jeep. Zach rolling in as well. Zach getting shots now on his police car, and he is heading in the direction of F America, but...
Thanks for the ride, boys.
Right?
We out.
Nice little GTA there. Kemp pushing in towards the gas station, it looked like. Zach is just kind of rolling around. Civil and Kemp right on top of each other now. I think this is a fight that might happen. Kemp just scouting. Civil in the back. It's close, but I don't think there's going to be engagement unless Civil starts ripping shots into the police car, and then I don't think this is a fight that's going to happen. Gesmer
hasn't moved this whole fight. This entire time. He's been sitting here for a while. He wants that late game for sure.
He does. He wants those points that he missed out on in game 2 and falling in the 13th place in game 1. He wants so badly to catch up to Hansen and Tom Dez.
Out, gonna start spraying shots into the Kempe's vehicle. Not able to get any connections into the actual player. Probably dinged the car up pretty good there. Not gonna chase though, just gonna drive off.
The aggression of Choppa there with the truck. He probably wanted a piece of that cop car in the end. If he could have pulled a helmet or something, maybe got a little chase. Pulls into the gas station, has no idea that Civil is right there. Choppa now ringing shots on the Kemp. Civil hiding inside the shipping container.
I expect to see Civil make a move here pretty soon. He's definitely seen Choppa. He's
here
watching him right now.
It has to happen. 2-tap right here. Civil pops. Doesn't get the shot. Choppa rotates out. Luckily.
Yeah, Choppa going to be able to get away here. That was definitely Saval's shot there to take, and ends up not really making use of it at all.
Zeb taking out SPKB with a shotgun. Two great players going up against each other. Zeb with the win. Twin Galaxies live, hanging out in the gas. Hit registration, hanging out in the gas. He wants the end game for sure. He's playing a lot safer than he did in game 1 and game 2. See, there's a weird thing, though, where he is now playing an extraordinarily safe game. Is that going to throw him off at all?
Not sure, man. I'm too focused on this. Does Choppa see him? He does. Oh my god, and Choppa, even though he spots him and comes in, unable to connect as they both ENAS around each other and eventually gets tapped in the forehead. And he's going to go down, giving up a makeshift to Saval, who needs to heal up inside.
This shipping container, everyone who is playing in this shipping container, apparently it's just an easily defensible position, but Saval is very low on health right now and is trying to escape. Sounds like a gas grenade has come in, but he is well outside of the range of that. Kemp now pushing. Kemp has no idea where Saval is. Saval is bleeding, still very low, and Saval decides to push a little bit early, but is not seen yet. Here it is. This should be easy kill for Saval. Pop out. There it is. Pulls off the helmet. Kemp down to about 20% health now. The health is even, but they are both retreating to heal up. If somebody wants to come and play cleanup duty, there's 2 easy kills right here at the gas station. I think both of these players are safe. Kemp down to about 10% health. Saval out in the front now in the lead in health. Probably wishing so badly that he got in that kill.
Yeah, both those players not able to capitalize. Saval, again, has the hesitation to pull the trigger early. Had he done it just a second sooner, he would have had Kemp a little bit farther out off the edge of the building, and may have been able to make a play to get that final shot into him and take that kill. But Saval definitely playing really hesitant to pull the trigger in a couple situations here now.
The fight against Choppa.
Waited too long. It ended up paying off for him there, but he's definitely playing a really passive round. If he can speed himself up just a touch, I think he would have netted those kills much sooner.
A couple of quick 2-taps. I mean, he had complete advantage on both of those players and waited a little long on Choppa. Still got the kill, but it hasn't worked out against Kemp right now, and those two are just in a standoff at this point with Glida coming in on the backside as well. So a flank might happen. Big K in the forest nearby as well. Crumb making his way in. Not AFK this game. Tom Dez, our current Champions Arena leader, pops out on Crumb and starts taking shots into his back. Nothing landing. Crumb hops in his police car and wants the fight, maybe? Nah, it looks like he's rotating out, but Tom Dez is pushing this. Crumb hops out at the ridge. Tom Dez might be in a little bit of trouble here. Jeep flies right over Crumb. Crumb still firing shots into Tom Dez's Jeep, and Tom Dez is not scared at all. He rotates back in towards Crumb, playing a little bit carefully, not a full-on rush engagement. I don't think we're going to see a COD rush out of Tom Dez here. Crumb still firing a lot of AR shots into that Jeep, and now Tom is using the Jeep as cover. The Jeep is smoking, probably about 40% health right now. Elsewhere, Colton takes out Lutz with an AR.
Crumb is winning this fight right now against Tom Dez simply by being able to position his car at a point that his vehicle's not getting hit, and he's just eating away at Tom Dez's vehicle. Crumb's positioning is one of those things that he's always done very well, and it's keeping him ahead in this fight.
It's what we tried to say about Crumb last game. He's methodical. He's very methodical, tactical-minded player. So, and he's proving it right now in this fight against Tom Dez, where Tom Dez's car, like you said, very lit. If he can live Tom Dez without a vehicle, he can probably win the fight. Big K right now taking shots onto Sibal through the forest. Has a 2-hit Lammy. Just kind of putting the fear in him. These are my trees. You're not coming into my trees. Looking around, he's safe for now. More shots coming out from Glida's direction, and Kemp able to stay alive, playing the shipping container. Actually getting the loot from Choppa's body earlier. He also has his police car in the back. It's pretty lit up, though. Gesmer in the same house he's been in all game.
Yeah, Gesmer has no intention of moving, ever, if he doesn't have to. Hoppybot's been there for a while, too. Fury's actually been in the area. Twin Galaxies, so Neostorm making his way into the area. We'll see if he decides to stop and find himself a building or not. You know what? Let's actually hop on board with Twin Galaxies real quick.
Twin Galaxies just rolling through the neighborhood right now. Has no idea that some of these houses are occupied. And he just wanted to scope the place out.
I mean,
police car.
Clearly he thinks highly of himself, rocking that championship belt.
Hey, we'll see if he can prove himself in this Champions Arena game. He still has to get through hit registration, who is still alive. 35 players remain. Harry Frogbat raining down shots on the Neostorm's car, and he is hopped out. He's ready for a fight. Harry Frogbat rotating around to get a little bit better angle. More shots coming in on the Jeep, and Twin Galaxies has explosive tip arrows. Right?
Yeah, looked like he did. I never saw an arrow actually come out. It looks like he went to pull back and had nothing. And gets tagged by Hoppybot Loves You as he drives by and gets ripped apart, 2-tapped out of the vehicle with the .55 assist from Fury.
I was so excited to see explosive tipped arrows, but Hoppybot said no, absolutely not. Harry Frogbat getting flanked by Gesmer, who has hopped into his police car and abandoned his house. He's going to hop into the middle of this fight. There's also a drop right in Gesmer's path. I don't know if he wants to jump out and check that. Hit registration moving in right on top of Gesmer. This could be a good little battle if they decide to fight it out. Both players probably playing safe because they want those points. Hit registration wants to win his 3rd game in a row today. Seeing him still alive increases the drama tenfold. Zeb and Big K with a trade. That always feels horrible. Couple of headshots with ARs.
Subster's going to go down to Shady with an assist from Cease.
Cease with the last game he had the hunting rifle.
Hop on board with him real quick and see if maybe we're gonna get that. Ooh, grenade in the area.
Smoke grenades down, and he's looting, jumping, and now running out of the gas.
And we are gonna have a. Let's see where this circle goes. We just got a ton of people on top of each other right here at the bottom. We're going to hang out in this area, and it is going to pull into Resi still. Animated and Saval going at it. Animated slightly behind here. Saval just ahead of him. Going to run away, try and get to the corner in time. Makes it. Saval not able to capitalize on that. And Animated going to be able to get a little bit of a heal off here. Saval still wants to play this pretty aggressively. Needs to finish this fight off before he can heal up. Out he comes. Shotgun. Not able to get the one pump. Puts him down to about 25 health. Saval gonna make it out. Animated goes down in 27th.
Crumb goes down to GW Shoes with a shotgun blast.
Avix, Harry Frogbat here pretty close to each other. Kempy gonna go down to Zach Shotgun. Shotgun's gonna be a big player here in this safe zone.
Shoes, right after taking down Crumb, gets cleaned up by Ice and C. Harry Frogback and Avix in a little peek battle right here. Avix using the house. Harry Frogboat thought about using his Jeep, but now he's just using it to escape.
Harry Frogboat, I like that name better. Oppybot gonna go down to Gwesmer. Gwesmer's still in this game. Tom Dez still here as well.
Hit registration still alive.
Hansen here also. A lot of the players that are towards the top of this list all still in the fight.
And at this point in Champions Arena, it's something you expect. You expect to see these players at the end of the Battle Royale. And we've got them all here in Game 3. Sides running parallel to Eclipser. Hunting rifle shot rings out in the distance. Somebody's got it.
We are getting a bit of a car 1Z1 as Gwesmer lands himself another kill onto Colton, and Cease is going to take out Harry Frogbat, and then Cease is going to go down to Ironic Scopes. Where is this fight happening?
Ironic Scopes with the cleanup. Again, it's like a free kill. Once you hear those bullets, you just run to them. Glida and Wicked Youth Roughsarn in a little bit of a battle now between trees. A lot of shots ringing out in the distance as well. Ice and Sea ripping them towards Tom Dez's Jeep. Hansen in a house. Bubba in a house. Eclipser hops out and has no idea that Gesmer is behind him. Gesmer with a flank. Lands a shot into Eclipser, and then Gesmer pulled off his helmet with the 2-tap into the car.
And it looks like Glida may have won that fight on a rough Sarn. Sorry, League Brothers comes up and gets that finish on him.
Tom Dez goes down in 18th place to Ice and Sea. Tom Dez, we know that this was not his day. He is the current leader of Champions Arena, and this was the best he was able to do today. It was 18th place, so we know he's not happy. He's going to come back with a vengeance in the next Champions Arena matches. We know it.
Love to see how he does on Tuesday.
Ribosome ripping shots onto Ice and Sea's Jeep, who just got the kill on Tom Dez and decides to bail. What the flex? Healing through the gas right now.
It's an Avix now going at it here. It looks like Avix is going to decide to disengage from that fight. And we have an ATV coming up. What the flex? Blasting his way out of the gas and straight into this backyard. We'll see how far in he decides to go. Gets tapped really quickly by Avix, though. Loses his makeshift. Avix going to disengage from that. And Sides now looking for shots onto What the Flex. What the Flex has actually found himself a nice little corner for a second here, but this gas is moving, and he's going to have to get back out of there. War Legend Gwesmer going to go down to Hansen. Those two battling it out for that second place position on the leaderboard.
Gang Gwesmer having a day that you know he can't be too happy with. Tuesday is going to be another day for him, and I know he's going to come back with a vengeance. 16 players remaining. Glida right on the other side of Hit Registration's house, and Hit Registration hears the grenades coming out. I don't know if Glida can hear it, though. What the Flex finally goes down. Remix can't 2-tap. What the Flex was playing in a hard position coming into this neighborhood. League Brothers taking shots on the Avix and has a flank coming in from Sides, but Sides gets cut off by Ice and Sea's Jeep, so I don't know how hard he's going to push. The gas is forcing him in anyway, so Sides is about to have League Brothers back, and there it is. Shots coming out, armor broken. League Brothers having to heal behind this tree. Shotgun blast off in the
I want to see
distance.
sides blast through this fence and come down.
He
could've
has
played
to.
this
Grenade.
with a shotgun.
Nice smoke out of League Brothers. Sides really needs to get aggressive, but Remix 2-tap is about to have his backside. There it is. Shotgun blast in the smoke going out, and hit registration has died as well. We're not going to have a 3-time winner today. We're going to have a brand new winner. Icency dies to Bubba J. Headshot with an AR. Bubba J is really low, but Glida wants to heal up instead of forcing the issue.
Stuck in. Bubba manages to get away there. Surprised Glida was fairly low, didn't want to take that fight. Now firing out the window onto Avix. Ironic scopes on the backside. Rib also out there in the back. Everybody was trying to smoke off and stay alive. League Brothers going to die to the environment. Not sure what happened to him there.
Remix can't 2-tap, very low on health on the edge of the gas. Avix throws down a smoke grenade to try to get some heals, but he gets blown up by Glida's frag grenade. Ribosome really low in this gas, and a grenade coming in from Ironic scopes. He rotates out of it, but Ironic could not see it through the gas. Ribosome healing up, and here comes the push right in there. Ironic scopes kills Ribosome with a shotgun blast and runs through a number of gas grenades. Remix 2-tap still very low, hiding out in this house. Shotgun blast coming out on this side. It looks like it's Hanson and Zach. Hanson and Zach. Zach gets the jumping shotgun over the fence.
So all 3 of our top 3 overall players have been eliminated from this round. Now Zach gonna win that peak battle around onto Bubba J. Loses his helmet in the process though. Tim finally comes out of his house. Is gonna blast out north of residential. That safe zone, Tim might have to move ever so slightly back into the circle. He's gonna have to at least push up into those trees. And Zach now getting gas naded from over the top by Saval possibly.
Those gas grenades are coming out from everywhere. There's a lot of them in play right now on the field. Smoke grenades as well on every side. Glida still playing the side of that residential with Saval right on the other side of the wall. Remix 2-tap has a wall as well. Stun grenade comes out. Zach almost gets run over by Tim. Tim is just driving in circles around this residential area. He does not want to hop anywhere. Highman takes a shotgun blast on the Tim's car. Remix 2-tap goes down to Zach on the backside. And inside this house, Saval takes down Glida with a headshot.
Hipfire 2-tap on him against the shotgun, wins another battle. These shotguns, though, as we're seeing, this safe zone this is absolutely a shotgun paradise here at the moment.
Tim finally gets out of his car. It looks like he has a 1v1 with Zach, but the gas is pushing him in. Grenade comes out. Zach is going to rotate well off of that. Tim at about 50% health from the gas alone. Saval also at about 50% health. Zach and Pieman, our final other 2, are at full health at this point. Grenades just being rained down on Zach's position, though.
Tim busts out a bow and a machete.
It's classic Tim.
Sorry, a combat knife. Tim looking to win in an epic fashion, possibly. He has dropped his AR, his shotgun. He has nothing. He threw everything.
He had explosives a minute ago. He might die to gas or to that Jeep exploding. He might choke on gas here. He's in a lot of trouble.
My man here.
There's no way. Tim has barely any health left. There it is. He gets tapped in the head by Pieman. 3 players remain. Classic Tim.
Cameron just can't find it in
All
the push
3
for
players.
Pieman.
All 3 players are about to be in this house. Shotgun blast coming out from Pieman. There it is. Jumping shotgun from Saval. They both miss. This is frantic. These are frantic shots coming out. Zach bails completely. Pieman bails completely. And we are now finally outside of that house. Saval is going to have to push. Zach has to push. Zach at about 50% health.
This is the smallest the circle will ever get. The circle at this point will close in, force them close together, and then open back up a little bit again. It's not going to go any smaller than this. Somebody is going to have to make a decision to make a play and try and take this game.
And Zach finally healing up. I think he is probably going to be the one who's going to aggress on Saval here. All of these gas grenades, though, are just zoning players out. You can't really make a move with all of these gas grenades down. Zach rotating around to the back side of the houses. Pieman, I don't think he's aware, but Pieman can't rotate either because of the gas. The circle has forced him into a place where he can't rotate. Zach throws down a molly
He hits him,
And
connects onto Pieman. Pieman down to
does.
about 60%. Saval now behind him. The fight goes down, and Pieman gonna get the turn onto Saval and win that fight. Extremely low. Zach not even moving yet to try and even make a play off of that. That would have been the time to go. It looks like he might be trying to pre-med and then run in.
Well, I don't think Zach could have known that his Molotov connected on Pieman.
But he should know that the fight at least
That's
happened.
true.
That was your opportunity to close in. You're giving them after that fight a chance to heal up. He's now playing the open against Pieman, loses his helmet. Pieman looking to finish, and he's gonna get it. Zach playing into the open, went late, rotated at the wrong time, and then chose the open field. I would have rather traded with a shotgun than try to take the open field against that.
That was a tactical choke, pushing a player who has house coverage from right out in the open, and Pieman
GG
took
Pie.
it down. GG's to Pieman, winner of Game 3, Champions Arena.
Pieman 420 eliminating Zach in second place to claim first as his own. A nice win and very well played to everyone who participated today. If you'd like to apply for Champions Arena, be sure to visit the application link in the description. Check out our sponsors and show them some love. Season 1, Day 7 is done. I'm Goof, and I'm gone.